What's up, guys? Back again. This time it is not a collections video, but actually a collections video. This is probably my second or third one, I'm not too sure. But this one's mainly going to cover my entire Final Fantasy collection. I'm always going to try to do a Square, Soft Square, and Enix and Square Enix. But that's probably going to be a second, a different collections video. But this one's just going to cover the Final Fantasy titles and sort of the spin-offs of it. First off, Final Fantasy. I got two copies of it. I guess one's a backup. But I vaguely remember playing this. My friend, one of my friends, always used to have all these type of RPG type games. Zelda and all that stuff. But that's the first one. And as everybody knows, they made a couple of ports to different systems, to the Game Boy Advance and to the PS1. And this one's one of them, the Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls 1 and 2. This one's my CIB, complete in the box. Comes with the manual and everything. Some I'm going to open, not all of them. But there's the game. I already passed I passed this one. I finished the first one. I started the second one. I just haven't been able to go back to it. But that's the Game Boy Advance version. And I didn't know about this one, but then there was the Final Fantasy Origins, which is Final Fantasy again 1 and 2, but for the PS1. I got this one, I think off of eBay for like $10. I really don't remember. But as you can see, it's in mint condition, near mint to mint condition. So that's covers Final Fantasy 1 and 2. There was no Final Fantasy 2 that came over here to the United States, but there was one for the I think the Japanese. I don't have the SNES version. I'm still looking for it, but the other one that I do have, even though it's not really part of the Final Fantasy titles technically, is Final Fantasy Legends 2 for the Game Boy. That I know of, this is either the Saga series or the Mana series. That was pretty big in Japan, but they didn't want to risk, or kind of thought that it wasn't going to make that much over here, that much money, so they put it under the Final Fantasy name, just so they can try to sell it. Let's see, Final Fantasy. I don't think I have Final Fantasy 3. Actually, yeah, I do. Thought I brought them all out here. Well, let me show you the Japanese version, which is Final Fantasy 6. Over here was Final Fantasy 3. This one I got from Spin the Demon, and it's CIB. Even comes with a little poster to the Final Fantasy movie, which I do have on VHS. I have both volumes 1 and 2. Complete with the manual and then the game. I haven't played this one. I know my friend back in high school had it. And I was always asking him if he'd let me borrow it, but he's like, well, you may not like it. He didn't want to tell me what it was about, somewhat. Here we go. And there's the US version, Final Fantasy 3. So this is the same, essentially the same game. I'm trying to get a CIB. My guy at me says he has one, so he says he's going to bring it to me. Then they came out with Final Fantasy, 2, which is 4. I don't have the Japanese version of it. But I do have Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which was made here in the US. They say this was a kind of a lamer or easier version of it, just to kind of get people into the Final Fantasy games. The next one I have is another copy of Final Fantasy 3. This is the actual Japanese that was brought over here. And this one is complete. Unfortunately, my cover got messed up, and I bought this brand new at Target for cheap. Or at least I thought it was cheap. But yeah, I've been playing this one also, off and on, but I need to get back into these Final Fantasy games. The next one was another port of Final Fantasy 4, which is Final Fantasy 2 here in the United States. And this was bundled with the Chrono Trigger Final Fantasy Chronicles. This one is complete. I forgot where I got this, at the Goodwill, I think, or Salvation Army. Let's see. The next one is a Final Fantasy anthology for the PS1, which covers 6, original 6 and 5. I think. Like I said, I'm not too good on these Final Fantasy too much. Just I know I really like the series, and there's the soundtrack. There was 6. I'm not sure if it was a 6, which is 3 in the United States. Oh yeah, sorry, it's in here. 6 right there. And the one that got me really, really hooked on the series, which is Final Fantasy VII. I kind of made used a clear divider, the clear 3-part. This one's CIB also. Kind of modded my own case. And I keep finding this game. I found this actually last week, but I didn't pick it up. It's when I got Dragon Quest VII. I should have picked it up, but it didn't have the manual, and I kind of didn't bother to look at the behind it and see if it was one of the floating eye ones. But yeah, I really like this series, really like this game a lot. It was the first one I ever bought as far as to the PS1, and it's what got me into the series. And after that, I kind of just lost interest. Not necessarily lost interest in the series, just lost interest in playing. Kind of grew up a little bit, but now I'm kind of trying to recapture my youth. The next one is Final Fantasy VIII, and this is another CIB copy manual. I've been playing this also. I got stuck on the second disc, same as this one. I got stuck on the second disc, but again, I really like that series also. I know a lot of people didn't like the draw system, but I kind of did. I didn't find any problems with it. The next one is Final Fantasy 9, which kind of went back to the classic of old mythology, and because it kind of went with the new on these two. And this is again complete with the manual. It's complete. So I like this game also. I mean, a lot of people like this, some don't like this, some like this. I like them all. I mean, I have no favoritism to them. I just like the series. The next one I forgot to mention was my international, the Japanese Final Fantasy VII, complete with the spine card. If I can open this quick. I keep finding this one also, but I don't pick it up since I already have it. They did have the Japanese versions of 7 and 9, and also I think they made a 6 by itself, and I didn't pick them up. I kind of wish I did, just to have it in the collection, but I just didn't pick them up for some reason. After 9, I'm not too sure about the order of them or anything, but after 9 was 10, obviously, and I do have a second copy of this. This is my greatest hits version. I kind of don't like the red, because I just don't like it, the greatest hits color. But I printed up a cover off of the coverproject.net just to make it look a little bit different. Let's see if I have my second copy. I should have got these in order when I got them out, but I didn't. But anyways, here's the black label. This is the first release, complete. I also forgot to mention again Final Fantasy VII. This is again printed up on the coverproject.net, but this is the Squaresoft on PlayStation preview. So it's the demo of Final Fantasy VII, and I remember playing this first before the actual game came out, and I remember I liked it so much. That's why one of the reasons why I went out and got it. And then another spin-off of it was the Dirge of Cerberus. Final Fantasy VII, complete. Pretty good and fun game. Kind of got a little bored of it too, because it's kind of a shooter, but still it's a pretty good game. The other kind of jumping around back and forth. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Again, CIB. This is, I guess, the prequel to 7, so it kind of shows you the backstory of Zack. And of course, what wouldn't be complete without the movie, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Again, complete. I really like this movie a lot. I got it on DVD also. I didn't bring it out. It's still somewhere buried in my DVDs. But really good movie. The next one, after going up to back onto 7, is Final Fantasy X2. This was a sealed copy that my brother picked up at the swap meet. He gave it to me knowing that I really liked the Final Fantasy series. And it was sealed. I opened it up, otherwise I wouldn't be able to play it. I got to play a little bit of it. I remember having the demo and playing the demo, and I really liked it. But I haven't had time to play this one. I played me like the first 5-10 minutes of it. But again, it's part of the Final Fantasy series, so I got it for my collection. The next one is Final Fantasy 11, which was the online version. Or I mean, it went online, and I ended up getting the actual one that came with the hard drive. And this one is still sealed. At least the game is. It's semi-complete. Here's the manual. As you can see, it's still sealed. And I'm planning to keep it sealed because I don't think I'll be able to play it. Because I'd have to go online and pay and all that stuff. And right now I'm kind of a little tight on the money. But it is complete. It comes with the hard drive. But again, I got it for the collection. And don't mind the prices. That's not what I paid. I ended up paying $5 for this whole big old hunk. And I ended up finding this one a couple of days ago, and I'm probably going to be included in part of my pickups, but it's one of the expansion packs, the Chains of Promethea. Got that also part of my collection. The next one I got is Final Fantasy 12. Again, it's the cover's there, but I just wanted to print up something different. It's complete. I am looking for the collector's edition. I've seen it a long time ago, and I wanted to pick it up, but at that time I didn't have a PS2, so I didn't pick it up. But yeah, I got Final Fantasy 12. I'm trying to look for my 13. I do have 13 too, which most of you guys have seen my opening unboxing. This is the collector's edition. I already opened it and I've been playing it. Pretty fun actually. I really like this one. I apologize for my ill preparedness, but Final Fantasy 13, again, complete. Again, I haven't really had that much time to play it. I have played maybe about an hour or two of it. I know some people don't really like it that much. Some do. I myself like it. I have no problem with it. And let's see. The other ones that I forgot to mention were also the PSP versions of the 1 and 2. I already opened up 1. And of course it's going to be complete. I've been playing this one a little bit on the PSP. And here's my other one, Final Fantasy 2. Still sealed. I haven't opened it yet. But as soon as I get done with this one, I'll end up opening up the second one. And the last ones I got is Final Fantasy Disgaea complete. I picked this up I think like 2 days ago. And some of my last ones is Final Fantasy Tactics on the Game Boy Advance and also for the PS1. It is the greatest hits. I am looking for a black label, so I'm hoping to get that into the collection. And the very last one is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and that one's also complete. So as you can see, I have a big collection. I'm sure I'll end up finding more to add to it. This isn't even including my guides and some that I forgot to include. I have to look through all my games. But yeah, guys, that's my entire Final Fantasy collection. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on my pickups video. See you guys later.